Hi guys, welcome back to another speed build. In the Sims 4, I'm Kiku Builds, and for today's video we are building a Nectar Maker's home in Chestnut Ridge. That is the world that came with the latest expansion pack, Horse Ranch. We are building this on a 20 by 30 lot in the new Appaloosa neighborhood. I think that's the right name, and this is actually the downtown area of this world where you have paved streets and you have the big equestrian center. And I'm building this on the original bar lot, so there was a bar on this lot, and it's the downtown area. So we have a bar, we have a nightclub, we have the equestrian center, we have also like a store of some sort where you can buy items, and you can also sell, I guess, some items, your next stars and everything. But yeah, I really wanted this house to be in the downtown area because our house being a Nectar Maker's home, they want to have the maximum of passage of people that go downtown just for a stroll downtown or to have to make some shopping, and they want to have maximum passage to have a lot of people actually to come by the house and to be able to buy their nectar. I also created the little household that lives here, and it's a one sim, one horse household. She is very, very cute. Her name is Amaya Iluvia, and her horse is Alma, and she's just trying, not trying, but she's just learning to ride her horse. I also gave her a horse because we are in Chestnut Ridge, and I think the main transportation in this town is by horse riding, and so I really wanted, anyway, it's the horse ranch back, so I had to place a horse stall and a horse on this slot. Yeah, but back to this little build here at hand. So I wanted this little house to be small, not too big. I wanted it to be modest as well, not too ostentatious, not too polished. I wanted it to be a little not run down, but really modest, you know. That's why I decided to make this little porch just totally wooden on stilts that are really different from the main foundation of the house that are the stones foundations. As you can see, I just built the whole stall that you can see here in the middle, and I also placed the little nectar making machine outside underneath in the shade underneath this tree here. I think that's so cute, and that's just a cozy little corner or nook here for the nectar making machine. And we will also have in this house a basement where I placed a second nectar making machine or a nectar maker. The real name of this machine is a nectar maker, but yeah, because I'm calling our household, I mean the sim that lives here is a nectar maker, so just to make the difference between the machine and the maker, yeah, I'm calling it the nectar making machine. But yeah, anyways, I placed the second machine downstairs in the basement because I also built a basement in this house, because when you actually make nectar, you have to store your bottles in these bottles racks, and to be able to make your wine become older, and you age your wine, I mean, and they age faster when they're in the basement, and you get very nice amount of money when you have a finely aged wine or nectar. I mean, it's not wine, it's nectar. And they age faster in the basement, so of course I had to place a basement in this house because we are in a nectar maker's home. You also saw that I built also in this home a greenhouse on the side, because we have, as you can see, the nectar maker will need to actually grow their crops and their fruits and vegetables to be able to make their nectar. So I placed this little gardening patch outside of the house, but I also had to place a greenhouse because in the winter, or if maybe you want to grow grapes only grow in the fall. And if I recall correctly, when you grow your crops in a greenhouse, actually you can bypass the seasons for the crops. I think, don't quote me on that because I'm not sure if the Sims actually changed that. I hope they haven't, but I remember that when I used to play with crops and seasons, you were able to grow your crops all year long when you had a greenhouse when they were indoors. So that's why I placed actually the greenhouse, and that's in real life, that's what we do as well. In winter you can actually grow everything that you want indoors under the greenhouse. So that's why I built a greenhouse for a nectar maker to be able to grow their crops all year round and to be able to actually make nectar all year round and sell their nectar. I also, as you saw, and you can see the little table here, this is a seller's table to be able to sell actually your nectar, and this table came with Jungle Adventure. We actually get 2 other tables in this game. I think one way came with Eco Lifestyle and the other came with City Living, and they are actually yard sales tables, and I thought the one that came with Jungle Adventure matched best with the style of this home and the vibe of this home. This house will be available for you to download on the gallery under my ID kikwa_builds as usual, and you will also be able to find the link to the tray files down below in the description box if you prefer to download directly the tray file to this home. So yeah, I really enjoyed building this little house here, and as I said, I also created the household. The household will be available on the gallery also for you to download. Now we are inside of the house, and as you can see, it's small. And the first thing that I did is that I placed the stairs, because usually you need to, if you have more than 1-story houses, you have to start by placing the stairs to be able to actually afterwards be able to figure out the floor plan. So that's what I did. We only have 1 bedroom in this house, that is the Nectar Maker's bedroom, and we will have a large room that will be the kitchen slash dining slash living room, and we also have a small bathroom in the bedroom area as well. So the most of the furniture and the decorations that I used in this house obviously came with the pack. That's what I do when usually we get a new pack and I really want to try and build with it. So all the kitchen cabinets and counters came from the pack, the horse range pack. The kitchen, I mean the stove and the fridge came from actually Island Living, because those 2 packs go so well together, and we didn't get any fridge, any stove with the horse range pack. The walls, all the walls, the exterior walls, the interior walls, they all came with the horse expansion pack. The windows as well came with the horse expansion pack, except for the windows in the greenhouse. They came actually with the greenhouse heaven kit, and yeah, we get this the rugs, everything came from the horse expansion pack. I really love this pack, and I really love the rustic vibe in this home. Because it's a small home, I decided to place this time this small fireplace. If you've seen my first video with this bag, that was a small horse ranch. If you haven't seen it, I invite you to stick to the end of the video to find the link to actually watch it. It's worth your while. It's a very cute horse ranch. But yeah, in the first video, I used actually the other fireplace that came with the pack. That is a very sturdy and big fireplace, stone fireplace. And this one is it's very small house, more modest and more rustic as well. So I decided to place this cutesy little fireplace. I really love it. I think I will be using it in a lot of my builds. It's very, very cute, and so I decided to place it here because we don't have a lot of space in this house. The table that I chose to place in the kitchen actually came from cottage living. Oh, did I say that the fridge and the stove came from island living? I think I said island living. It's actually cottage living. Cottage living and her horsemanship go so well together. But yeah, the little table, round table in the middle here for the living room came with cottage living. We have two actually tables that came with this pack, but they were too big for the space, so I decided to place this tiny table here. I love the rustic look of all the wooden textures of the furniture that we get with this pack. I love it. I placed the little TV that came with the basement kit because it fitted better with what I wanted for this house, a little house, cozy house for a modest home, and someone that is not that rich, even though they make Nectar, but they are not rich yet, but they intend to be. Yeah, so the tiles that I just placed in the kitchen is actually they're actually stone tiles that came with also the horse range back, the floors as well. As I said, the flooring that I placed in this house are also from the horse ranch back, and I'm placing some clutter here and there. The most of the clutters that I'm placing are came obviously with the pack, and yeah, placing some little bottles here to remind you that we are in a nectar maker's home. I love also the wall decorations that came with this bag. Yeah, I love everything. I think I would have wished that we had more pictures that came on the walls, but I mean with the pack. But yeah, so now we're in the basement, and you can see our nectar making machine here and the racks to stock your bottles. I placed a lot of those racks and those decorations, those barrels decorations. I really love them, and I really love this basement. As I was saying, the little nectar maker, or the nectar making machine that I placed in the basement, is for the cold days, because for realism's sake, I was saying that we can't just, in the winter when we have freezing temperature, you're not going to be outside making nectar, in sub-zero temperatures. Mind you, I don't think this world gets sub-zero temperatures, but in The Sims we do get snow actually that accumulates on the ground. I was surprised, but yeah. So for the cold days, I placed the nectar making machine downstairs in the basement, so our little sim can actually make nectar in the comfort of their home and in the warmth of their home. So yeah, and you're going to see just in a minute. I think we will go into the bedroom. I'm not sure if I think I already furnished the bedroom. Oh yeah, I haven't finished furnishing the bedroom. So yeah, now you are seeing me all over the place because I'm placing items as I find them, like the clutters, especially the clutter in the wall decoration. I'm placing them as I find them in the catalog. So I will come to the living room to place some items on the shelves, on the desk that I placed there, the little office space in the main room next to the living room, and I'm placing also stuff in the greenhouse. So I hope you won't get dizzy with all this camera movement, but yeah. So yeah, I built the greenhouse as I told you because for the cold days, for our sim to be able to make the nectar, and placing a lot of clutters, furnishing and decorating the rest of the bedroom here. I love this little box that came with the bathroom clutter kit. I love it. Yeah, so I think guys, that would be it for this little build here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, one more thing. With this build, you will also have a ship that comes with it. As you saw in the introduction video, there is a little ship that was bouncing around. So the ship will come with this little home here. So yeah, I think the last room that we'll be furnishing for this video is the greenhouse, but that will be it for me for my little talk for today. And hope you enjoyed this little video, guys. And if you liked it, don't forget to give it a little thumbs up. It helps the channel. You can also comment down below what you liked, what you preferred, and you can subscribe to my channel if you want to see more in the future. I hope to see you next time for the next video, guys, and in the meantime, take care. Bye.